Blind City, the podcast, was a platform created to help our people survive in a city full of homicides. See, we gotta put the word neighbor back into hood. I lost my sight in fight to glaucoma. Now I use my weakness as a strength to inspire and create awareness through Blind City, the podcast. I will address the issues that are plaguing our society. Bootleg preachers, crooked politicians that have my people dancing like strippers in the community. Let's talk about it. Or we can flip tables like Jesus. See, the devil is working. We're too busy twerking. Welcome to Blind City. Black people are the target for the prison market inside the system. The most dangerous man in the world is a blind man with vision. Check us out in these other cities: Chicago, Can TV, People's TV in Atlanta, Comcast in Memphis, or ABC 30 in St. Louis, or go to blindcitythepodcast.com. blindcitythepodcast.com. We're back. Triple OG, Mr. Sims from the Pruitt. Argo, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Blind City. How you be?
Man, I feel good, man. I feel good, man, because we're back on TV, ABC 30. Shout out to Chicago, Can TV, People's TV, and the ATL, and Memphis Comcast. Let's get right to it, man. You see this award that's on this table, man. I want to shout out to Memphis, giving us the Community Activist Award in Memphis. I work what we doing in the community and addressing issues that affect our community, Mr. Sam.
That's fantastic. They did that.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Sometimes, you would expect that your hometown can acknowledge you.
Yes.
But sometimes you got to leave out your city to get your respect. And let me say this, man. Rest in peace to my man Lando Watson. You know, it seemed like when he passed, it was rest in peace all over the damn internet. 2 months had passed, ain't nobody mentioned the man's name. And I knew it was all about Showboat, man. It was all about Showboat, man.
Yeah.
And that was my friend. So I'm going to carry his name long as I live, long as I do this podcast. Orlando Watson to his wife, Michelle Watson, and their family. I'm going to keep his name alive. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
And another thing that gets on my nerve, why we got to call people a legend when they dead? All the work this man been putting in through his whole life, but nobody came to him and said, you a legend.
Nobody.
You know why? Because they were competing with him. Then when he passed, they want to acknowledge him. No, I don't go for that, man. We got to start embracing each other while we still alive and tell a person, hey, man, I like what you're doing.
Give them their flowers now.
That's right, brother. But anyway, man, let's address these issues in our community. Politicians getting locked up. Kids are dying. People putting on the monkey suits on TV. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
What's your favorite saying, man?
No monkey business.
No monkey business, because I'm tired of the foolery, lunacy, and the coonery out here, man. Let's start up the coon train, man.
All aboard.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's really get to it. To all you fraternities out there. Only time I see you is when you're dancing in the streets at a parade. These kids are dying. Babies are dying. Where is the outrage from the community? I'm tired of seeing you coons dancing at a parade in cars, waving at the people, and you haven't done nothing in the community. And these kids and babies are dying.
Choo.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about our people in these monkey suits, man. They got to put on a monkey suit to be accepted in the community, man. And I have a problem with one person. You gonna tell me you all about love. You don't talk about crime and murder. Let me tell you something. Jesus sacrificed for love, brother. Jesus did not run from Judas. He looked the devil in his eye and told him he a lie as they nailed him to the cross. So don't come to me talking about you about love. You don't sacrifice for love, you ain't got love, brother. So you might as well talk about the crime and murder. If not, come get your people.
Choo.
Get on the coon train.
Choo.
Get on the coon train.
Choo.
We be right back after these messages. blindcitythepodcast.com. blindcitythepodcast.com. And guess who just rolled up to the city? She's running for Senate in the nation. to the big house, trying to make changes across communities everywhere. Coffee Wright, how you doing? Welcome to the city.
I'm good. And you?
Oh, I'm blessed and blind. So let's get right to it. You've been on the road. You traveling. What's going on out there? What are the people asking about? What do the people want in these communities?
The people are ready for change. They're straight ready for change. We're tired of the millionaires and billionaires running this country. There's 100 United States senators and not one black woman sitting at the table. You have 71 white males, 21 white females, 2 Latinos, 1 Asian, only 3 black men and not 1 black female sitting at the table. We need some inclusion. We need some diversity. We're tired of billionaires and millionaires, as I said, running this country when the majority of the people are working people, poor people, small business owners. That's who's sustaining America.
You got that right. You definitely got that right. But let's talk about this violence, though. What's going on out here? You know, we're dealing with this violence. We're dealing with the abortion. We're dealing with so many things at one time. And then defunding the police. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see them passing that. I'm being honest with you. They can't even get Brittany Griner out of Russia right now. A black gay woman. Biden don't even want to respond. He might respond now because they putting pressure on him. But, you know, I just think Biden not the man who we thought he was. I'm just being honest with you.
Well, we have the president that we have. And in reference to the crime, we can't expect the crime to get better when we don't want to reform the gun laws. We have to reform the gun laws. There's no way that an 18-year-old should be able to walk in and buy 2 or 3 assault weapons as though we're at war here. And because you're pissed off at your grandmother, you decide to take her life. No background check, no waiting period, nothing. Just buy this type of ammunition and these type of weapons and do what you say when you're not even old enough to buy a beer.
Well, let me say this. You're correct. But let me say this, too. Where is the white women, LGBT? Where is your support for Brittany Griner? Why is it that black gay women don't be accepted by the white lesbian women? You see what I'm saying? That's what we dealing with out here. Where is the white lesbian women movement, LGBT? Why they not supporting Brittany Griner? I mean, it's amazing to me. See, that's what we dealing with, Miss Wright. See, we hear politicians, and I believe 100% everything you saying, but we hear it every day. We got young people don't even want to vote no more. All the old people keep voting for the same idiots that been in there for 15, 17 years and haven't done a damn thing. Nobody is passing the torch to the new generation. All these colleges, we talk HBCs. Who's passing the torch for the younger generation to start getting these old people out these damn seats? Because they sitting in there 65, 70, just like the black preachers in the church. They need to retire from the pulpit and pass the torch to a younger pastor. Let them kids rap in the church. It's a new generation. It's a new movement. But the only thing happening in our damn community, Church's Chicken has done more for our community than the damn black churches. Now let's talk about it, Coffee Wright. Let's get into it, because we got people getting $1 million grants in our community and can't even fix the potholes in the streets on Kings Highway. They still swimming at an old-ass pool in Fairground Park that was created by the damn World's Fair. And you wonder why these kids killing each other. When they look at their community, it don't give a damn about them. They walking over dead bodies to get to school. I mean, we hear these politicians come out and say what they gonna do. They get in there, don't do a damn thing, then they go make deals with the Arabs in the community and get mad that the Arabs didn't set them up with a wire. Come on, man.
Wow, you said a mouthful, and all of it's truth and it's truth to power, brother. And let me tell you this. First of all, let's be clear. Coffee Wright is not a politician. I'm just willing to do the job, okay? I'm an activist. I'm an advocate. I've been out here fighting for decades. I go back as far as Rodney King, okay? I've been fighting for the missing, for the homeless, for our senior citizens. My mom was a senior citizen, died of Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is
Wait a minute. You say for the homeless?
For the homeless?
I heard that from another person. That's a congressman from St. Louis, Coy Bush. She say she for the homeless. Okay. But she haven't went back down to talk to Larry Rice. She ain't made a phone call to Larry Rice. Larry Rice and his grandson are doing more in the community for these homeless people. I talked to Larry Rice. He came on my show. I said, have you heard from Coy Bush? He said, no. Man, what's going on? Wait a minute, Corey Bush, you say you was in Ferguson marching with Mike Brown and them, but now you didn't got this big top job. You can't talk to the little people no more? See, that's why the people are pissed. You can't forget where you come from. See, she got on them damn talk shows and wearing Black Lives Matter. Oh, and that's a joke. Black Lives Matter, investigated by the feds, took all that money and bought mansions in California. See, we got to be careful jumping on these black bandwagons. We don't know these people's intentions. We got to quit falling for the okie doke. We fall into these booby traps over and over again in our community. Coffee Wright, you got to go in here and clean house. You can't go in there, get along to go along with them. Can't do it.
You're speaking to the choir, brother. First of all, I have never played that get along, go along, and get along.
Don't.
I don't play it. I have no intentions on playing it. Will never play it. Everybody who know Coffee Wright, my words don't change, my behavior don't change, my actions don't change. I don't care if I'm in a room with 400 white people or 400 black people. Okay. I speak truth to power.
Don't forget the people in the Peabodys when you make it, though. Don't forget the little people.
Hey, my mom grew up in the Pruitt, Igo. My family is from the Doris Webby and so forth. But I will say this, as far as whatever black politician did or did not do what people think they should have done, I can't speak on behalf of them, okay? I am me, okay? I know a lot of politicians. I am not a politician. I know people before they was politicians. But I will say this. As I said, I've been fighting for the homeless, for the missing, for our senior citizens. I have a missing person organization. We go out, boots on the ground, the Missing Person Task Force headquarters. I know the other...
You know how many women missing in Berkeley, Missouri since 2001?
There's over 1,200 missing people right now in Missouri, period. Okay, that's a doggone shame.
But you know how many coming out of Berkeley?
A high number is coming out of Berkeley.
400.
Exactly.
I called the chief of police, asked him to come on the show.
Let me tell you.
He ghosts me. He ghosts me. These black women being kidnapped. These black women, you know what they think of young black girls? Oh, they from a family dysfunction. Oh, they over at the strip club. She with his boyfriend. But let Becky go missing in Chesterfield and Baldwin. The bloodhounds and the helicopters coming out.
Absolutely, and that's why when someone come up missing, as though one of my friend's daughter just came up missing last week, and her name is Jalen. When someone comes up missing, we have to come together as a community. The police will go on that day after 72 hours. First of all, they make you wait 72 hours. They're quick to say a black girl has ran away, opposed to accepting the fact that she may be kidnapped. And when they do, they may go one day or two looking in the last area that she was so-called seen. But what happens is, it's up to the family. It's up to the friends. I have been able over and over again to get not only the black community come out, but white community has came out from as far as 2 or 3 hours away to help search. I had a big search for another young lady, Beverly Logan, and we searched all over for her. And people came from everywhere, okay? So I'm about what I say. People call me and say, hey, Coffee, my son died up in the Justice Center. He was neglecting medical attention. Would you come out and speak on that? Not only did I come out and speak on it, but I've been up to Jefferson City many a times, and it's on. You can go through my Facebook videos because I Facebook everything. I've been up there speaking on behalf of our inmates. I can't get you out of prison. I ain't gonna send I ain't gonna piss on you and tell you it's raining, point blank. But you are gonna feed our inmates. You are going to give them proper medical attention, which they do not receive in these Missouri jails and prisons. Okay, so I fought hard on that, been to plenty of hearings, okay, and that is on record. And as I said, with the homeless, I'm fighting against the law that they just put out that they will lock you up. You go to jail for sleeping outside. That's some BS. And it doesn't say directly homeless. It say an individual. So look out, family.
Well,
that could be you.
Please get in touch with Larry Rice and them, though.
I'm in contact with Larry Rice. Larry Rice asked me to be his campaign manager when he decided to run for mayor. Okay, so I am totally aware of Larry Rice. My godfather is Zaki Baruti, and he do a show every week at Larry Rice Studio. So Larry Rice is familiar with Coffee Wright. Coffee Wright's familiar with him. As a matter of fact, I'm a member of 2 different coalitions, and each coalition has 40 plus grassroots organizations, okay? And these are organizations that's doing something. So when you talk about Black Lives Matter organization, I'm not a member of Black Lives Matter. I hear the word Black Lives Matter, but I don't know that to be a grassroots organization. No. I know that to be a slogan, because everything that we have fought for, every event, every protest, anything, I've never seen a person from Black Lives Matter. Yeah, some people may order T-shirts. Some people may make signs saying Black Lives Matter, but do our lives really matter, and who do they matter to?
And they not the only ones we haven't seen. I haven't seen 100 black men nowhere either.
It's a lot of
nonprofits in our community, but let them throw a party at a hall or at a hotel. They sure wear them suits and ties. They sure look for them when they chasing skirts. They come out. Let me say this before we go to the break. I'm gonna give you the last word. The May Day parade. Now, I love what Annie Malone is doing for the children in our community, but it's very funny to me when they come out to start dancing and stepping, all the frats come out. Everybody come out with the cars blowing with people. But when our young people dying in the streets, babies killing themselves, where is the same damn energy?
Where is it? I was in the May Day parade, and guess what? A brother got shot in the stomach just a few floats above me. You think the parade stopped? They ain't miss a beat. The parade kept going. Okay, that's a damn shame. Last week I was on the news. When a sister got killed, foot hanging out the car, and the brother in the car with her got killed, got shot up around the corner from my house. They want to interview Coffee Wright then, but when I'm coming out speaking truth to power like this, they ain't trying to hear it. So that's why I appreciate you allowing me to come on your show, because you're speaking truth to power, and that's what I speak. And we have to continue to get that message out. Now the student loan debt.
Let's be right back. We're going to be right back after these messages. I didn't get Coffee Right hot. That coffee hot right now. We're going to be right back. BlindCityPodcast.com. Guess who just rolled up to the city? The Angie Martinez of the city. Princess Storm. How you doing?
I'm doing great. You look good today.
Oh, thank you. Is my hair shining like Frank Sinatra?
You already know it is.
That's what I'm talking about. Them fruits and juices. That's right. So what's going on, Princess Storm? You got a new radio show. You're in the community. You're doing a lot of things. You just did an interview with Kevin Gates in the ATL. Talk to me.
So yes, I recently started my new show, actually on Valentine's Day. So that was like my little love gift to myself. The Storm Show, 3 to 7 p.m. on Hot 104.1. You can check it out. I'm so excited because I'm doing something I'm passionate about. You know, at 3 o'clock, we have fun. I give out prizes to people in the community, trap trivia. And then at 4 o'clock, my favorite hour of my show is my Mom to Mom segment, where I get to just talk to parents or just children in the community about like real life things that go on in, you know, the household. So we have fun. 5 o'clock, we get into the mix. 6 o'clock, we talk about everything St. Louis and, you know, just get into some gossip because, you know, we got to spill the tea sometimes. And the Kevin Gates interview was really, really special to me because, you know, I'm a new mom. So I went to Atlanta actually for a family reunion. And I always just reach out to people and like, hey, I'm in your city. Let me know if you have something going on. And the program director there was like, hey, we have Kevin Gates coming in. If you want to do an interview, pull up. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, that's kind of how it happened. You know, I just believe in God and he gonna make sure he keep blessing this little girl with the blonde hair.
Yeah, he's blessing you, baby. He's blessing you because you giving back to the community. You just threw an event in the community about a month ago, right?
Yes, I did a double dutch competition and I also partnered with the police department. I believe it was the 4th district. You know, they had like a community event. We gave out gun locks. We gave out, what do you call those things that you put on the cars, like the little bar locks, because people have been breaking in cars in the community. So we just making sure we're trying to, you know, steering wheel locks. There you go. So we're making sure we're really trying to help people because it's just hard times right now. You know, I know we're a little past COVID, but it's still hard for people out there.
Well, I thank you for rolling up to the city, keeping us alert what's going on in these streets with your radio show. And keep your head up. Keep doing what you're doing. You're inspiring a lot of people in the community.
Oh, yeah. No problem. Thank you for having me. And I will be back. So make sure y'all keep watching Blind City, the podcast.
Thank you. BlindCityPodcast.com. We'll be right back with Coffee Wright. She's taking over the streets. She's trying to take over the House as U.S. Senate. We'll be right back. I got the coffee hot. That's why we on late at nights. We can talk what we talk. So Coffee Wright, like I say, man, it's very funny. All these Negroes come out for a parade, but they cannot come out and save our children in the streets from dying.
I don't know how many people want to really save people because we have organizations like the NAACP. President of the NAACP, John Bowman, from North County, St. Louis, okay, who majority of my votes came from when I ran in 2018 against Josh Hawley. And Claire McCaskill beat me out. I came in second place on the Democrat ballot. She came in first, and Josh Hawley beat her, okay, for this same position in the United States Senate. And then we see this man going around taking the queen of the Veil Prophet Parade, which we all know that's the KKK, the Queen, Miss Bush, the Anheuser-Busch daughter, taking Trudy Bush around asking the black preachers, all the black preachers that came together in a meeting, asking them, would you please endorse her? We talking about payola, nothing but payola. It's no way you're going to ask somebody who has lived a sheltered life, who owns a plantation, Grants Farm, owns a plantation, who entertains the NRA, gives big fundraisers for them at $5,800 per table. And that's just a starting rate. And she's been doing this for years. We know guns are a problem in our community, but you've been doing this for since 2007.
Let me ask you this. They always end up at our churches, don't they?
They do.
They always go to the black preacher who sells the community out for that dollar.
Kansas City got the same problem.
They did
Emmanuel
it with Trump.
Cleaver.
They did it with Trump.
They did it with Trump. Emmanuel Cleaver, that is our congressman. So when you brought up Corey, we're talking about Emmanuel Cleaver in Kansas City, who is top dog, been a congressman for decades. Everybody loves Emmanuel Cleaver, head of Freedom Incorporated, which is the largest black organization that whoever they say vote for, then guess what? People go and vote for them, not even using their own brain and doing their own research. So guess what happened? This man has taken, again, the queen of the Veil Prophet Parade, and he has full knowledge of her because I had a one-on-one conversation with him a month before he chose to do that, and he said he was going to check into it, that he had no knowledge that she was the queen of the Veil Prophet, which is, again, the KKK. They hate Jewish people. They hate gay people. They hate black people. How is she going to represent us in the United States Senate? I represent all people.
Let me say this. I love your passion. I see the coffee is hot. The coffee is hot right now. Let's get right to the point. So what can you tell these people that you're going to do to get them out to these polls coming up in August 2nd? To have faith in you to go to these polls and vote for Coffee Wright. What can you let them know about you?
Family, Google me. I am Googleable. Go to my Facebook page. You will see my live videos. You see all these fights that I've been fighting for everybody, no matter what nationality you are. I've been out there fighting for what's right, family. Not only that, look, I'm fighting for the poor people, the working people, and the business people. Somebody's going to win. I understand that we tired of hearing politicians talking out the side of their neck. I am not a politician. I'm a regular, everyday person that's been fighting hard for free. And I'm asking you to vote for me. Give me the chance. There are no black women in Senate. Has never been a black male or female sitting at the table of 100 United States senators since the existence of America. Has never been for the state of Missouri. Has only been 11 out of thousands in its entire country. Okay? So don't tell me about if somebody else disappointed you. Guess what? Nobody disappointed you in Missouri in the United States Senate because we never had a black United States senator, okay? So somebody's going to win, and either you can step up and let's try to make a change, or we can go for the same old okey doke that we've been falling for, the banana in the tailpipe. We have to get rid of the millionaires and the billionaires who's been occupying these seats for decade after decade after decade. If I don't do what I say I'm going to do, you don't like the way I roll, then guess what? There's a process called recall. Utilize it. You can recall people. We don't need seat warmers. They got heaters for that.
Well, Coffee Wright, before we depart, I'm really feeling your vibe. I see the coffee is hot. I love your passion. You're turning up inside Blind City. You're turning up so much. I think I see you, baby. I see you right now, baby. You're looking good. You got passion, and you got dedication. But let me say this. Because I've been saying, let me say this, the past damn 15 minutes. What you think about the young lady out there in Rhode Island twerking on the beach, and she's part of the U.S. Senate? What's the young lady's name? What's her name? Tiara Mack. Tiara Mack with the U.S. Senate. She's twerking on YouTube. How you feel about that?
You know, I haven't seen the video, but I take it as she's probably a regular, everyday person as well. Does that give a good image? No, it may not, because when we think of a United States Senate, we think of a white man with a gray suit and a red tie. Well, I have one of those too. Not a white man, but a gray suit and a red tie, okay? So my point is, we have to realize that we have to change the image. Is that a good image to give our young ladies? No. Me personally, I don't even know how to twerk. But to each his own. We have different people from different walks of life, and I'm not even sure what nationality this person is. Do you know? Is she black, white, or whatever? I don't know.
She's black, but
she's a black young lady.
I don't think she's a foundation black American. I think she's an immigrant.
So I don't know anything about what her policies are. I would look into her platform and her policies. Is the behavior appealing? That wouldn't appeal to me, but let's check her out and see what she's standing on. I know what I'm standing on, and that's not my personality, but she may see me with my fists up in the air. She may see me saying, the changes that I'm trying to make. I'm against people paying, I want to eliminate student loan debt. I want to eliminate medical debt. Right. So everybody don't have the same platform.
Correct.
So these are things that I'm fighting for, maintaining our voting rights, getting that George Floyd bill passed. A lot of people, police officers, I know police officers, and a lot of them are cool, but some of them are not. And the thing about it is, I don't care if you're a police officer or you JB around the corner. You kill an unarmed person, you need to be investigated and you need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. So that's what the George Floyd bill is about, and I'm for getting it passed. Some people don't want it passed.
Well, they got the Asian bill passed.
They got the Asian bill passed. I'm surprised they just now got the bill passed against the law to hang somebody. Where they do that at? Apparently in America,
Coffee Wright. I see we can go. Coffee Wright, this is only a 28-minute show. But people, listen to me. Inside the city, please, let me say this before we go again. If I catch anybody passing out biscuits, chicken wings at the polls to get my people to come out, oh, man, I'm going to have to send them goons to you. Don't be degrading my people like that. You got to feed them to bring them out to the polls. And let me tell black people something. If they offer you that, you're a damn fool to go. Let them people respect you and respect your vote. They ain't got to put no biscuits and chicken wings out there for you to come vote. Go vote because you want to change in your community. You want to see a better day for your kids in your community. But don't let them play you like that.
We got plenty of my opponents are paying our people, giving them chicken wings, giving them watermelon to go out and convince other black people to vote for them. People voted for me. I got over 41,000 votes last time I ran, and they weren't just black votes because the white community know we're all up the same creek. We just in a different boat.
They ain't offering white folks no chicken wings and watermelon.
No, and I can't afford to offer it. I can't even give people bottled water. Get out and vote because you know it's the right thing to do. If you've been disappointed before, this is a new day and a new time. We got the opportunity to take a seat at that table. We deserve a seat at that table, and we're going to get that seat, family. I need your vote. I need you to spread the word. I need you to volunteer. If you're available, come and volunteer just one day. Tell your family, tell your friends. Pass it through your text message, social media. This is our time to get the seat at the table. 100 United States senators, not one black female sitting at the table. I'm Coffee Wright, and that's right, I said it.
There we go. Blind City, the podcast. Inside the city with Coffee Wright, and the coffee is hot. Go vote August 2nd. But don't let them give you a plate of biscuits and chicken wings. BlindCityThePodcast.com.
Blind City, Blind City, Blind City, where we tell you the news. That's what we gon' do. Blind City, Blind City, Blind City, where we tell you the news. That's what we gon' do.